case listen to it later. Okay, so stuff on the board is for my level 1 people, so you don't have to worry about that.
The handwriting's way neater than mine.
Yeah, somebody's got very neat handwriting. That's one of my beginners.
Oh, we had class yesterday.
Hmm?
Did you have class yesterday?
No, this morning, before you guys come in.
Oh, you had class this morning?
Yeah, I have 2 sections of level 1 this term, a morning section and an afternoon. Okay, so we were up to メアリーさんは忙しいと言っていました。So what we've got is a bunch of things that these different people are saying. メアリーさん、ロバートさんと天気予報の人。So you're just gonna take turns asking each other, what did Mary say? And she said blah blah blah. Okay. So let's go ahead and read the Q&A example first, just to have a model to work from. So どうぞ。
メアリーさんは何を言っていましたか？
なんと
何と言っていましたか？
今月は忙しいと言っていました。
はい。そうですね。じゃあどうぞ質問。
The example?
No.
The next
Number
question.
one.
Yeah, so go ahead and ask what did Mary say, and she's going to answer with Ichiban.
Alright. メアリーさんは何と言っていましたか？
来月も暇じゃないと言っていました。
はい、that's exactly right. じゃないと言っていました。はい。Because E adjectives, you just drop the des entirely. はい。じゃあどうぞ。
メアリーさんは何と言っていましたか？
明日は買い物をしますと言っていました。
Okay, instead of shimasu, what do you change it to fit better with と言っていました？
or する。
する、yeah.
買い物をすると言っていました。Okay.
はい。
So, it's going back to dictionary form.
はい。
Okay. メリーさんは何と言っていましたか？
毎日漢字を勉強
してwhat？している。はい。
していると言っていました。
はい、していると言っていました。はい。どうぞ。
ロバートさんは何と言っていましたか？
ホームステイをしていると言っていました。
はい、いいですね。
ロバートさんは何と言っていましたか？
お父さんは親切と言っていました。
Since it's a non-adjective, what do you need to put in there? はい。
お父さんは親切だと言っていました。
と言っていました。はい。はい。It's the same endings that would take と思います。but it's と言っていました。
ロバートさんは何と言っていましたか？
お母さんは料理が上手と言っていました。
What goes in between that? 上手 what?
上手だ。
はい、上手だ。
上手だと言っていました。
はい。
ロバートさんは何と言っていましたか？
お兄さんは大学生だと言っ さんは何と言っていましたか？
家族は英語を話しません。
So, what's the short form of that?
話さない。
はい。英語を
英語を話さないと言っていきました。
はい。いいですね。じゃあどうぞ。
天気予報の人は何と言っていましたか？
明日はいい天気だと言っていました。
はい。
Because it's a noun, right? 天気 is a noun.
Yeah,
It's
天
a
気
okay.
はい、天気いい天気だと言っていました。And you could also just say 天気予報は何と言っていましたか？ They don't necessarily add the 人
Okay.
part.
天気予報。
Me.
天気予報天気予報
天気予報
天気予報は何と言っていましたか？
明日は寒くないと言っていました。
はい、いいですね。Yeah, because the nai ending is always like an e adjective, so you don't need a da after it.
天気予報は何と言っていましたか？
あさっては雨が降る
降る
と言っていました。
はい、
降る
降る
Yeah.
Short form, not stem.
Stem. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's short form.
天気予報は何と言っていましたか？
あさっては寒いだと言っていました。
It's an e adjective, so
寒い
just 寒いと言っていました。
と言っていました。Okay.
Although the truth is, when it comes to 天気予報、明日 or あさっては寒いでしょうと言っていました is more likely. Yeah, but that's okay. We'll leave it in the structure that they're having you practice because the show comes later. Okay. So, pair work. Ask your partner the following questions. Take notes and then report to the class later using と言っていました。So do you want to do it with taking notes or do you want to do it where you
I just
report?
write it down.
Okay.
週末は何をしましたか？しますか？
何をしますか？
し
Yeah.
ますか？
Habit we're talking here. 週末は何をしますか？
アニメを見る。
私はデパートに行きます。
Oh, excuse me. どうぞ。
日本はどうですか？
面白くて綺麗なところと思う。
だと思います。
だと思う。
Yeah, since it's ところ is a noun, so 綺麗なところだと思います。
日本は小さくてとっても楽しいのところ
楽しい
ところだと思います。日本の友達、日本の家族はどんな人ですか？
Those are two alternate questions. 日本の友達はどんな人ですか? Or 日本の家族はどんな人ですか? But since we're not actually in Japan, you can either have a made-up host family, or if you've got Japanese friends, you could do it that way. Or you could just make something
優
up.
しい人
はい。
たち
はい。
です。
日本の友達は面白くて親切だと思います。
はい。いいですね。
親切。
親切。
Kind.
全体
Yeah. 親切 and 優しい are basically synonyms, yeah. The difference being that 親切 doesn't have the double meaning. 親切な人, it's always for people. But 優しい人 is a kind person, but like あのクラスは優しい this would be, that course is easy, yeah.
どんな人が好きですか？
面白い人が好き。
私は頭がいい人が好き。
いいですよ。
Okay.
Okay, fine. I'll start.
じゃあどうぞ。
Okay. ライアンさんは週末はアニメを見ると言っていました。
はい。
姫菜さんは週末にデパートに行くと言っていました。
はい。と言ってました。はい。
ライアンさんは日本は面白くて綺麗なところだと思うと言いました。
と言っていました。
と言っていました。
はい。
Okay. 姫菜さんは日本さんは日本は use what?
You can,
Okay.
in this case.
Okay.
Or 日本が would work also.
Okay. 姫菜さんは日本が小さくてとても楽しいところだと言っていました。
はい。いいよ。
ライアンさんは日本の友達が
はい。
とても優しいと言っていました。
はい。
姫菜さんは日本の友達が面白くて親切だと言っていました。
はい。
ライアンさんは好きな人？ How would you say that?
What was the adjective he used
ど
again?
んな人が好きですか？
Yeah, but what was...
面白い
Oh, okay, so ライアンさんは面白い人が好きだと言っていました。
好き。Okay. Wait, 好き is not like is an adjective, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
好き is a non-adjective.
Okay. Okay. ライアンさんは面白い人が好きだと言っていました。
はい。
Okay.
姫菜さんは頭がいい人が好きだと言っていました。
はい。はい。そう
Some
です
sentences
よ。
now.
はい。
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, she's not coming, she's sick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
glad we're recording so she can listen later.
Okay.
Okay, so minaide kudasai is the next segment. Okay. So, do you want to practice the first part that is in the listening, or do you want to skip to B?
We can skip.
Okay. じゃあ So, 窓を開ける they convert it to どうぞ読んでください。
Okay. 窓を開けてもいいですか?
And then you can answer with
Where?
B.
Oh, B.
Right.
Okay. すみません。開けてないでください。
開けないで。
開けないでください。
はい。
寒いですから。
Or
いいですよ。どうぞ。
right. Okay, so does everyone understand how to make the please don't form?
Stem.
It's negative, short form negative.
Oh, okay.
開ける、開けない, right? So 開けないでください. So short form negative plus de, and then ください. いい?
So Sue will be Stogo, she.
吸わ
Sue and I.
はい、吸わない.
Sue. Okay. Sue and I. Okay.
Right. So the question would be, may I smoke tobacco would be
タバコを吸ってはいい。
吸っても、
吸ってもいいですか？
はい、
すみません。吸わないでください。
はい、いいですね。じゃあどうぞ。
テレビをつけてもいいですか?
いいですよ。どうぞ。
We're supposed to practice the other one. Okay.
How would you do the other one, just for the
す
practice?
みません。つけてないでください。
Say again?
つけ
つけないで、
つけないで
ください。
つけないでください。
はい。つける、つけない。Because つける、つけます, right? It's a ru verb, so you just drop the ru, add the nai.
Okay.
つけないでください。
Okay.
はい、どうぞ。
Do I ask? Okay. 写真を撮ってもいいですか? 撮る is
取る、取って。Yeah, it's an u verb, so 取る、取って with a small tsu in it, yes.
写真を撮ってもいいですか?
いいですよ。どうぞ。
How would you say the negative if you wanted to?
I am gonna hit you.
Okay. すみません。写真を撮らない。
What's the negative? 取らない
撮らないでください。
はい。取らないでください。OK。じゃあ4番どうぞ。
電気を消してもいいですか？
電気を消してもいいですか？
電気を消さないでください。
はい。電気をYeah, that's a 電気 not a 天気。
電気を消さないでください。
はい。
パソコンを使ってもいいですか?
すみません。使わないでください。
はい。使わないでください。6番どうぞ。
姫田さんに電話してもいいですか？電話
はい。電話してもいいですか？
電話してもいいですか？
すいません。電話しないでください。
はい。Okay, now you get to make one up.
Okay. To borrow is
貸す
貸す? 鉛筆を買ってもいい
貸してもいい
貸してもいいですか？
いいですよ。どうぞ。
ははは。Go.
Do I ask the question now?
No, you have to
At the
reply
same
to
time.
me in the
The right way. Tell me no. Okay. すみません。
貸す、そう貸さないで
貸さないでください。What?
貸さないでください。
貸さないでください。
How could that verb be to borrow?
貸す I thought we've
Or we have to lend?
to lend, which is 借りる。
Oh yeah, we've had that.
借りてもいいですか？ May I
Borrow, okay, 借りる, yeah.
借りる is yeah 借りてもいいですか？ May I borrow it? 貸してもいいですか？ May I lend it to you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you make one up.
ここでゲームしてもいいですか？
ここで
ここ
ゲームをしてもいいですか？
What is it?
ここ
Okay, what's the next one?
で
De.
Keep going.
ここでゲームをしてもいいですか？
すいません、ゲームしないでください。
いいですよ。
Yeah.
Okay. じゃあ、do you guys want more practice with that, or do you feel like you get it?
I get it.
I
Because, yeah, go ahead.
want to practice a bit more.
Okay.
Can
We
we do
didn't make
like 1 through
explanations.
6?
Okay, yeah, do part of A. That's a good idea.
Okay. 英語を話さないでください。
どうやって説明？
Two.
Just through the
Okay.
translation. We're not doing call and response here.
電話をしないでください。
家に
Yeah, or it's either one.
うちに来ないでください。
行かないでください。
はい。
そう、吸わないでください。
はい。
寝ないでください。
はい。In class would be
クラスに
クラスで。
クラスで寝ないでください。
はい。
忘れないでください。
ジロジロ
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 しないでください。
見ないでください。
見ないでください。
はい。ジロジロ見る。Remember that one?
No.
No.
Was that this lesson?
No.
Is it this one? ジロジロ見ないでください。
Sure.
Yeah,
it is. Easy.
ジロジロ見る。
Oh yeah, it is. Really better.
Yeah.
ジロジロ。
Yeah, ジロジロ見る. Yeah, there it is. To stare at.
Okay.
Yeah. So ジロジロ見ないでください. Yeah. I love the way they have onomatopoeia for things that we would never think of having onomatopoeia for.
Oh, クラスを始めないで。
はい、始めないで。
ください。
はい。始めないでください。Yeah, you could even put in the まだ if you wanted to. まだ
Okay.
クラスを始めないでください。
まだクラスを始めないでください。始める始める What's the
始
difference
める
between 始める
Transitive and transitive.
Oh.
Yeah. 始めない and 始まらない. One's an U verb, the other's a RU verb also. Yeah. 始める、始めます. 始まる、始まります. So that's the one that's the U verb.
遅くないでください。
遅く
遅くに
なる. So 遅くなる is to become late. So 遅く
ならないでください。
はい。遅くならないでください。
黒板
はい、黒板。
黒板、まだ wait.
Yeah, まだ can be first, sure.
まだ黒板を
消
消さないでください。
はい、消さないでください。
まだ黒板を消さないでください。
はい. That's an important one to be able to spit out quickly if you're in a classroom and the sensei's about to start erasing, right?
Like, まだ
ちょっと待ってまだ消さないでください。雑誌を
捨てないでください。
はい、捨てないでください。はい。わかりますか？ Okay, so it's good practice to be able to make those negatives. Right? So that's one of the good things about, like, if you've gotten a chance to make yourself a verbs chart and you've got the different conjugations that we've learned thus far filled in, and you've got your chart with a complete list of verbs that we've learned thus far. If you haven't got them all added in yet, it's a good idea to go back to that and make sure that all your current and new vocabulary verbs are on the list and fill them out all the way across. And then, like, if the naide kudasai form is one that you hadn't added yet as a column on your chart, you could go ahead and add that column and then go down the whole list and iku, ikanaide kudasai, you know, suru, shinaide kudasai, kuru, konaide kudasai, you know, go through all the review verbs as well as the new verbs and kind of reinforce for yourself, okay, this is how I'm going to convert this one, this is how I'm going to convert that one. You know, kesanaide kudasai, suwanaide kudasai, awanaide kudasai, you know. You know, the ones that end in u in particular tend to throw people because they forget sometimes that it goes to wa. You know, so matanaide kudasai is a weird one because it's matsu, machimasu, matanaide kudasai, don't wait. You know, yeah, motsu, mochimasu, motanaide kudasai, don't hold.
So all the tsus turn into ta.
Yeah, for the negatives. Yeah, for the short form negative they do.
So complicated.
Yeah, but that's why it's good to know the hiragana first before you ever get to this.
Yeah.
You know, because at least you understand the logic of why ta, chi, and su go together, right? Because you know them as part of the ta gyo set, ta, chi, tsu, te, to. If you didn't know that as a set, you'd be like, why does chi turn to ta? That doesn't make any sense. But if you know them as a set, then it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 質問がありますか?
I think the Josu and Heta are kind of easy though. Because it's just like Heta this, Josu this, right?
Okay. Well, don't forget that it's suru no ga. That's what we're really practicing. It's not just the Josu Heta, it's she's good at doing this action. So it's not just tenisu ga jouzu desu. Switch it into tenisu o suru no ga jouzu desu. She's good at playing tennis as opposed to watching it. Right? Because all the sports have that two-piece option, right? You know, スポーツをするのが上手です。スポーツをするのが下手です。スポーツを見るのが好きです。スポーツを見るのが嫌いです。Right? You're probably not going to say 上手 or 下手 in relation to watching sports. Yes. That's just too easy to be good at watching sports, right? But think about it. I mean, sports ga suki desu. You're not being very specific, right? What about sports do you like? Playing them or just watching them? Right? But now we've got the suru no ga suki desu. So you can, let's do liking or disliking or being good or bad at the activity, not the plain noun, so that we can practice the suru no ga suki structure.
So it'll be A on the other page. Okay. 勉強するのが好きですか?
はい、好きです。
大好きです。いいえ。
大好き
They're just giving you how you can use
Yeah,
it.
those are all different options. That's all.
Got it.
勉強するのが好きですか？はい、好きです。That works. Okay, so どうぞ。質問。
食べ
食べるのが、
食べるのが
it's the root verb plus のが
So it's the dictionary form?
dictionary form. Yeah. 食べるのが
食べるのが好きですか？
はい、大好きです。
はい。
あ、寝るのが好きですか？
はい、大好きです。歌うのが好きですか？
はい、好きです。買い物する？
はい。
買い物するのが好きですか？
いいえ、嫌いです。スポーツをするのが好きですか？
いいえ、嫌いです。日本語の勉強するのが好きですか？
日本語を勉強するのが
日本語を勉強するのが好きですか？
はい、好きです。That was clean.
ああ、掃除する。
掃除するのが好きですか？
いいえ。Oh, so laundry and cleaning is different.
Two different words. Yeah, 掃除する is to clean like the house, and 洗濯する is to do laundry. 掃除する is like, you know, scrubbing bathrooms and such.
いいえ、好き。いいえ、大嫌いです。
はい。
洗濯する
はい、洗
洗濯
濯する。
するのが好きですか？
はい、好きです。
質問。
はい。
What's the difference between soji suru and soji o suru? Is there a difference, or is it just omitted because?
It's the same kind of difference as 勉強する versus 勉強をする. Have we ever talked about that before?
I don't
Right, I can
remember.
tell you, all of you guys about it at once. If you've got another direct object, for example, 日本語を勉強する, then the 勉強する gets treated as a whole verb, all as one piece. So the o goes after the object that you are studying, 日本語. If there's no other direct object, the verb that takes suru can separate back out into noun o suru. So like tenisu o suru can be a separate piece because tenisu is the object that you're doing, right? It's the object of the action. Do you see that? So tenisu becomes a direct object in that case. Soji suru is kind of the same thing. It can be the compound verb or it can be the noun soji, cleaning, with the verb to do. So soji o suru is being separated out to become a direct object plus a verb. The other way is just a compound verb.
So it'll be like 今晩掃除をします。
Hi.
Or
Yeah.
like, you know.
Or if you want to specify where or which part of the house is getting soji done on it, you could say, for example, 台所を掃除します. I'm going to clean the kitchen specifically. Or トイレを掃除します. I'm going to clean the toilet, the bathroom part. お風呂を掃除します. I'm going to scrub out the tub.
So it takes O.
Yeah, so it takes o, but when you put it in a compound verb structure, it usually has a direct object also. So like, トイレを掃除する. I'm going to clean the toilets as opposed to just 掃除をする.
So,
So
so
you can,
if they ask you like 今晩は何をしますか? You'd be like 今晩掃除をします.
Yeah, you
どこ
can.
で
And
トイレを
yeah, 何を掃除しますか?
何
Yeah, トイレを掃除します. Yeah. Yeah, so you can separate it and put it back together again depending on what other piece of the sentence you do or don't want to include.
so it can also be used to like generalize it. So like if I said like, Mary-san wa 勉強をするのが好きだと思います。
はい。
Okay.
Yeah. So I think she likes studying in general. 勉強するが好き。勉強するのが好きだと思います。Yeah, I think she likes the act of studying versus I think she likes studying Japanese language, which would be obviously 日本語を勉強するのが好きです。Yeah, makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's one of those weird ones that for the longest time I didn't know what the differentiation was either, and then I had to look it up one time because somebody asked for specific explanation of those two options, because you come across both versions, right? 勉強をします and 日本語を勉強します. Yeah, and pretty much any of the verbs that take suru have both of those options. You know, if you think about it, almost anything you can think of that takes suru as a compound verb could probably also apply with a direct object to it, right? Even sentaku suru, you could say 白い服を洗濯します. I'm going to wash the white clothes, you know.
Okay. So, did we do number 8? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go ask me number 9 because I don't remember who was.
料理をするのが好きですか？
はい、好きです。お風呂にいる？
お風呂に入る。
お風呂に入るのが好きですか？
はい、好きです。運転するのが好きですか？
いえ、好きじゃない。嫌いです。
嫌いですか？
はい。車を
はい。
What's
To wash a car. I think arau is the verb they're getting at there. Did they teach that one though?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Arau.
車を
はい。
車を洗うのが好きですか？
いいえ、嫌いです。
Yeah, me too.
Hi. Yeah, so, and that's an interesting differentiation again. You know, soji suru implies like house cleaning or like what janitors do, but kuruma o arau, you wash a car.
Like washing the dishes.
Yeah, yeah, saro arau, yeah, you wash dishes and you wash your face, kao arau, you know, teo arau, you wash your hands. I think it has to do with jobs where you're using a lot of running water and a little bit of soap, like washing hands and washing cars and such, versus soji suru is more like using a sponge and wiping off grime and such like. So I think that's where the differentiation of those verbs comes in.
It's like when you say you're cleaning the bathroom, you say you're washing the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah, just like in English, yeah,
You're
yeah.
cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're not using, like, you're not turning on a faucet to run on the bathroom floor and then using that water to scrub or anything. You're using a sponge or a mop or whatever. Yeah, so I think that's the differentiation. Because if you even look at the kanji for arau, it's got the water radical on it.
Yes.
You know, it has a lot of water involved, whereas soji suru, if you look at the kanji for that one, it's got the hand radical because you're using your hand to do a lot of the work. You're not using as much water. Make sense?
So sentaku, you have the water because you are doing.
Yes, because sentaku uses water, but in a basin or a washing machine or something. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm trying to remember, I'm drawing a blank now on the word for I think it's just called sentaki. Yeah, sentaki is a washing machine.
Oh.
They use sentaku, and then the ki that's in hikoki, which just means machine. So it's a clothes washing machine. Just like, hikoki is actually a flying through the air machine.
It's fine. Okay. Can we do number 5?
Hi.
Because I like the charts, because I like to ask questions with the chart.
So,
Yep. Okay, so I'll be the Q and you be the A.
This is actually 7, isn't it?
yeah.
7.
Oh, it's not 7. Never mind. I obviously don't know how to count. Okay. 誰がイギリス人ですか？
ロバートさんがイギリス人です。
Okay. So, 誰が韓国人ですか？
スーさん韓国人です。
スーさんが
スーさんが
韓国人です。Yeah, this is all about using ga in these kinds of who questions and answers.
Are you still doing short form?
Hi?
Are we still
They're not doing short form here, but it's about the particle ga. That's what the exercise is about.
Got it.
So that's number 2.
誰が料理をするのが上手ですか？
ロバートさんと、just ロバートさんが料理するのが上手です。
You can use ryōryōsuru since that's what's in this structure.
Okay.
It's another case of, it doesn't have any other direct object, so they separate it out.
Okay.
If you're talking about, for example, washoku o ryori suru. Washoku means traditional Japanese cuisine. So washoku o ryori suru would be to cook Japanese traditional food, or America no tabemono o ryori suru would be, cooking American food. Italia no tabemono o ryori suru would be to cook Italian food, like that.
Okay, so it'd be ロバートさんは料理をするのが上手です。
はい。
誰がいつも食堂で食べますか？
たけしさんがいつも食堂で食べます。
はい。どうぞ。
誰がデートをしますか？
しましたか？
しましたか？
メアリーさんとたけしさんが
はい。
デートをしました。
はい。そうですね。
誰が犬が好きですか？
メリーさんが犬が好きです。
はい。そうですね。Okay. Do you guys want to practice more darega questions? There's plenty more in that chart that we didn't actually cover, so you
Okay.
can make up your own questions about whatever other parts of the chart you want.
So it'll be like 誰が好き？
スキー
スキー。
スキーをするのが上手ですか？
メリーさんがスキーをするのが上手です。
はい、そうですね。
いいですね。
誰がよく料理をするの？誰がよく料理をしますか？はい。
ロバートさんがよく料理をします。
はい、そうですね。
誰が猫好きじゃないですか？
誰が猫が好きじゃない。Yeah, I know it feels weird to put ga twice, but that's actually correct in this kind of situation.
誰が猫を好きじゃない？
猫が
好きじゃないですか？
たけしさんが猫が好きじゃないです。
はい、たけ けしさんもロバートさんも猫が好きじゃないんですね。
Would you use? You wouldn't use to?
You could. たけしさんとロバートさんが猫が好きじゃないです。That works too. Just since you had already said one person but not both, it was natural for me to say both of them with the mo.
Okay. 誰が時々
はい。
料理をします。誰が Okay, 誰が時々料理をしますか？
はい。
スーさんが時々料理をします。
はい。どうぞ。
誰が先週東京へ行きましたか？
Okay, 先週末。
先週末。
Last weekend.
スーさんが先週末
はい、先週末。
東京に行きました。
はい。That's another one of those, it's kind of interesting because 先週 is last week, 週末 is weekend, right? 先週末. Instead of repeating the 週 twice, you could say 先週の週末, but most people combine it, 先週末, last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, just like in English, you could say last week's weekend, but it sounds kind of redundant.
Yeah.
Just last weekend is more natural. So senshumatsu is more natural in Japanese
Okay.
instead of senshu no shumatsu.
So, 誰が泳ぐする泳ぐのが好き、お上手ですか？
Okay.
誰が泳ぐのが上手ですか？
たけしさんが泳ぐのが上手です。
はい、そうですね。
誰が先週の週末沖縄へ行きましたか？
先週末。
はい、先週末。
ロバートさんが先週末沖縄に行きました。
はい、そうですね。
誰が歌うのが上手ですか？
スーさんが歌うの上手。
歌うのが上手。
歌うのが上手です。
はい。
Okay, I think that's all, right?
Just about, yeah.
Oh, 誰が料理をしない？
はい。
No, no, does not cook. しないで。
誰が全然料理をしない
しない。
or yeah しませんか or しないんですか
しないんですか？
yeah you can do んです
So 誰が全然料理をしないで？
しないんですか or しませんか
しませんか？
メリーさんが全然料理をしません。
はいいいですね okay oh すいません何もしませんでした so this is the did nothing structure okay 何もしませんでした okay so let's read the example first
パーティーに行きましたがパーティーに行きましたが何も食べませんでした。
right so somebody went to the party you went to the party but you didn't eat anything there that's the idea right the there part isn't stated but it's implied that you're talking about you went to the party but you didn't eat anything at
At
the
the
party.
party.
Not that you'll never eat anything, just at that particular party you didn't eat anything.
Okay.
Okay, どうぞ。
はい、おに。
パーティーに行きましたが、何も飲みませんでした。
はい。
カラオケがありました
はい。
が、何も歌いませんでした。
はい。They had karaoke, but I didn't sing
Oh, they
anything.
had karaoke. Okay.
はい。カラオケがありましたが、何も歌いませんでした。はい。3番どうぞ。
テレビがありましたが、見ませんでした。
何も
何も見ませんでした。
何も見ませんでした。So there was a TV, but I didn't watch anything.
Okay. カメラを持っていましたが、何も撮りませんでした。
はい。So I had a camera, or I took a camera,
But you didn't take a picture.
but I didn't take any photos. Yeah.
カメラを持っていましたが、何も撮りませんでした。
はい。
ユミさんに会いましたが、何も話しませんでした。
はい。So you met Yumi, but you didn't talk to her about anything. You didn't talk. So like you saw her, maybe you just saw her kind of across the room, or you saw each other in passing, like you said hi to her, but then, you drifted apart and you didn't end up talking to her about anything.
Or just
Sad
waved
music
at
played.
her.
What?
Sad music played.
Yeah, it kind of, Yumi-san ni aemashita ga nani mo hanashimasen deshita. It implies you didn't talk about anything of substance. So like you met, you probably said hello to one another, but then she got busy talking to her other friends and you got called away and busy talking to your other friends, and you guys never actually had any kind of meaningful conversation that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, パーティーに行きましたが、何もしませんでした。
Right. So you went to the party, but you didn't do anything there. It was boring. So it kind of just implies, not that you didn't do anything. Obviously you were there. So at the very least you were standing. But you didn't do anything of note, anything of significance. You didn't play any fun games or meet any interesting new people or eat anything delicious or anything. It was just a boring party.
Sounds like there was a lot going on. He just did nothing on purpose. There was food he didn't eat, drinks he didn't drink, it's karaoke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe it was one of those where you only went because your friend dragged you there and you didn't want to be there, so you just kind of stood in a corner and watched the party happen, and you weren't happy about being there. Okay, so part B, shall we practice more?
昨日の晩ご飯は何が作りましたか？
何か. That's a
Oh,
ka.
何か。Okay. 昨日の晩ご飯は何か作りましたか？ Should be a guy. I want to say ga, but it's not ga.
Yeah, 何か作りましたか?
何か作りましたか？
はい、スパゲッティを作りました。いいえ、何も作りませんでした。
はい. So notice that the 何か is asking, did you make anything?
Oh, it's
Okay.
anything.
It's anything. So 何か作りましたか? Did you make something for dinner last night? Maybe you made something like spaghetti, or maybe you just heated up a TV dinner, right? Or maybe you went out to eat, or maybe somebody else cooked and you just ate what they offered. So there's more than one possibility there, right? So when you ask nani ka and then the verb, it's sort of an open-ended question that not only what did you make, but like, did you make anything? 何か作りましたか? 何か食べましたか? Did you eat something? Right? It's very open. The answer could be, yes, you ate something. はい、何か食べました. Yes, I ate something, but I'm not telling you what. Or it could be, はい、スパゲッティを食べました. Yes, I ate spaghetti. Or いえ、何も食べませんでした. No, I didn't eat a thing. See, now there's all these different options. It's not just yes or no anymore. There's, yes, I just did something, but I'm not telling you specifics. No, I didn't do anything at all. Or the third option there is to say yes and then give some specific information. Okay? So, どうぞ.
今朝何か食べましたか？
パンを食べました。
So you would say, はい、パンを食べました.
Oh, 何か Okay,
Yeah.
did you eat something?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
はい、パン食べました。
パンを食べました。
パンを食べました。
パンを食べました。はい、パンを食べました。はい。
昨日何か買いましたか？
いいえ、何も買いませんでした。
はい、there you go. どうぞ。
昨日テレビ
で
そうですね、テレビで何か見ましたか？
見ましたか？はい。He's watching anything on TV.
いい
So,
え、何も見ませんでした。
はい。
今、何かいりますか？
Do you need anything right now?
いいえ、
Why is it
結
iri
構です。
instead of imash?
What?
Oh,
Iri,
iri.
irimas is to need. Imas would be to exist, right?
So it's iru,
Iru, ima.
but that's a kanji.
Right, iru, irimas, iru, imas, two different verbs.
One has a kanji.
Yeah, they both have different kanji associated with them, and one is an u verb, the other is a ru verb. So, yeah, the iru imas is usually written with a kanji, to exist. Iru irimas, to need. There is a kanji, I don't recall it being used all that frequently.
For iru?
For iru
imas.
irimas, yeah.
Oh. So they're both usually used as hiragana.
No, imas, to exist, is often written with a kanji when it's just plain existence and not part of the te imas structure. That one usually is written with kanji. Yes, that one. That's iru. That's iru imas.
And the other one is always usually
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this irimas is one of
Did you end of
this
this chapter?
chapter's verbs, iru, to
Oh,
need.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they're not showing you a kanji for it because it just usually doesn't get used. I'm pretty sure that there's one that exists, it just apparently doesn't get used very often, unfortunately.
Okay, so okay.
So irimas is to need.
Okay.
So ima nanika irimasu ka is like, do you need something right now?
いいえ、結構です。
いいえ、結構です。何もいりません。
何も Okay.
どうぞ。
週末何かしますか？
しますか？
何かしますか？
So that's
はい。デパートに行きます。
はい。Notice that's future tense, so it's discussing this coming weekend, right? 週末何かしますか？はい、デパートに行きます。はい、
週
じゃあ行きます。
末何か勉強しますか？
はい。日本語を勉強します。
はい。はい、いいですね。Okay, and then what's left is まとめの練習. Okay, which we don't have time for now, but, okay, question. What's the schedule? Since Ellie wasn't here today, do you guys want to spend next week working on like some OPI practice, matome no renshu practice, stuff like that, and then have the test the following week?
We could do that.
Yeah. Because if she's sick, there's probably no need to understand the whole thing.
Right, yeah, so it's probably better to wait. And then one other option to consider would be the written test at least. You guys could do on the Thursday, oh, but you can't make it at that time.
Not in the afternoon, I could be here in the morning.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Any chance you could be here during my morning class, the 9:25 class?
On Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to do that next week, we can discuss it again on Tuesday and see what works for everybody. But if you guys wanted to not kill a whole class period with taking a written test, I could let you guys take the written test. You know, for you and Ellie, it could be while they're having their class, you guys could just sit in the back of the room kind of. And Humana could come into my Japanese 1 class in the morning and take it then, so that she's not having to worry about work schedule.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that way, that would give you guys the option of, then it only takes a few minutes to do the OPIs. We could do that and then move on to the next chapter that next week.
This for 7 and 8 or just one?
For 7 and 8, yeah. I've got a sort of rewritten version of the test that combines 7 and 8.
Okay.
Okay, and that, because I know that, you know, losing time is one of the things that you guys were concerned about. You were trying to pick up the pace, but we needed to slow down to make sure everybody was getting the material.
Mhm.
This would be a way of not losing another whole week to testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm willing to give you guys the same option if you guys wanted to take your next test, whenever that's gonna end up being, on a Tuesday morning. You know, the written part, I mean, while they're having their class,
How early in the morning?
the normal time.
Now?
Yeah, this time,
Well, I get here at like 11:20 every morning.
yeah. So is that enough time for you, or is that not really an
Yeah.
option?
That'd be good, I guess.
Yeah, so that would give you, yeah, 20, so
More than
45 minutes-ish for the written part. And then we would do the OPI during your regular meeting period, but that doesn't take up the whole class.
Yeah.
So that would give you guys time to, you know, get on to the next chapter if you're interested in, yeah. So we'll have to run it by Damon and
I'm sure they'll be fine with it.
Amber, but yeah.
I had a question about scheduling though.
Yeah.
I was looking at your schedule for next semester.
Mhm.
I had not seen Japanese 4.
That's because they won't schedule an independent study until we know
But you do have Japanese 3.
it's on the schedule. I have no idea how many people are gonna take it.
Because some of us are trying to set up our schedules for next semester as well.
Okay.
So we want to know like kind of concrete times so we can kind of coordinate when the
Remind me
Japanese
what
classes
time
are.
I have down for Japanese.
Here you go.
Oh, you've got it right here, nice. Except that I can't read this small. Can you read it to me?
It's Japanese 3 is 4:30 p.m. to 5.